Hi, Kathy. It's Dr. Ingalls here. Hope you're enjoying the weekend despite the weather that we've been having. I got your email about the L4, L5, or L3, L4 disc herniation issue and the confusion as to why it would affect L4 instead of L3. The answer is correct, but the good news is the information that you were using and the way that you were reasoning it was also correct. You understood the anatomy involved. But there is one thing that you need to take into consideration, which will help you understand why L4 is the correct answer in that situation. So let's take a look at this diagram that comes out of the Netter Atlas. Now, in this case, keep in mind we're looking at an L4 and an L5 lumbar vertebrae in this case. So we're just one level down from what we would normally talk about. And what's being depicted here by the dotted line is what you would think of as a typical L4, L5 disc herniation in this situation. Now, if we look over to the side, you probably understand that this would be the L4 spinal nerve exiting immediately underneath the L4 vertebrae, which is absolutely correct. But look what happens in this situation. The nerve exits superiorly in the intervertebral foramen, whereas the disc herniation tends to happen a bit more inferiorly within that intervertebral foramen. So as a consequence, the herniation typically does not affect the nerve exiting at that level. What it does is impinge on the nerve coming immediately after it, which in this case is going to be the L5 nerve. So just to summarize, when you have a disc herniation, it is not going to affect the nerve typically at that level. It usually is going to affect the nerve one level before, which is why in L3, L4, disc herniation is typically going to affect the L4 spinal nerve in that situation. It's not universal. With really bad herniations, it could certainly push up and impinge on the nerve coming out at that level, but clinically speaking, when you do see these disc herniations, 95% of the time you can predict with a good certainty and a good amount of accuracy that it's going to be the nerve one level before, as being demonstrated here. That is the first one that will be an impinge in that situation. Hope you find that helpful, and I'm glad that you brought that up. I think that's something that I had originally planned to mention in class and just didn't get around to it. So something I'll certainly bring to the attention of the other students and include in the typical lecture format in later years. So thank you. I hope that helps, and good luck with your quiz on Monday.